Welcome back to Behind Marketing Lines. I'm your host Zeeshan, and today we are exploring one of the most powerful tools in a marketer's arsenal: storytelling in marketing. How to create a brand narrative that sticks. In today's crowded digital landscape, capturing your audience's attention is more challenging than ever. But there is one thing that has stood the test of time: a compelling story. People don't just remember facts, they remember how you made them feel. In this session, we'll uncover why storytelling matters, the elements of a great brand narrative, and actionable steps to weave storytelling into your marketing strategy. Let's dive in. Stories are how humans connect, learn, and remember. Think about it. What's more engaging? A list of product features or a story about how the product changed someone's life? A great example is Airbnb. Instead of simply prompting its platform, Airbnb shares stories of travelers discovering hidden gems and hosts creating unique experiences. This transforms Airbnb from just a booking site to a brand that fosters belonging and adventure. Storytelling is not just about selling a product, it's about building relationships and emotional connections. So, what makes a brand story truly memorable? Let's break it down. A relatable hero. Your audience should see themselves in the hero of your story. Typically, this hero is your customer, not your brand. For example, a fitness app shares a story of a busy parent using its tools to stay healthy despite a packed schedule. Second thing is conflict and resolution. Every great story involves a challenge and how it's overcome. This mirrors the customer's journey with your product as the solution. For example, highlighting how a customer switched to your eco friendly packaging and reduced their carbon footprint. Authenticity. Genuine stories build trust and avoid over polished narratives that feel fake. For example, showcasing real testimonials and behind the scenes content can help. Emotional connection. Whether it's joy, nostalgia, or hope, evoke emotions that align with your brand. For example, an ad that tugs at heartstrings, like a holiday campaign focusing on family reunions. One of the most iconic examples of storytelling in marketing is Apple's Think Different campaign. It did not focus on product specs, but celebrated visionaries like Einstein, aligning Apple with innovation and creativity. The story? Apple isn't just a tech company, it's for people who dare to think differently. This narrative elevated Apple from a computer brand to a cultural symbol of innovation. So, the key takeaway is a strong brand narrative transforms a company from a product provider to a movement people want to join. Now that we have covered why storytelling matters and its core elements, here are actionable steps to implement storytelling in your marketing. Number one, define your purpose. What does your brand stand for? Your story should reflect your values and mission. For example, a sustainable clothing brand shares its commitment to ethical fashion through stories of artisans. Number two is knowing your audience. Tailor your story to the aspirations and struggles of your target audience. For example, use customer personas to craft narratives that resonate with specific segments. Create a narrative arc. Develop a beginning, middle, and the end. Show your customer's journey from problem to solution with your product as the hero's aid. For example, a video ad showing how a struggling small business used your software to achieve success. You can also leverage visuals and platforms. Use video, imagery, and social media to bring your stories to life. Different platforms can amplify different parts of your narrative. For example, you can share a quick customer success story on Instagram and a detailed case study on your website. You should also test and refine and do it continuously. Experiment with different storytelling formats and measure their impact. You should continuously refine your approach. For example, A B test video testimonials versus animated stories to see which resonates more. And the key takeaway here is storytelling isn't a one size fits all strategy. Tailor your approach, experiment, and use narratives that align with your brand and your audience. While storytelling is powerful, it's easy to make missteps. Number one, making the brand the hero. focus on the customer, not your company. I'll repeat, focus on your customer, not your company. Overloading the story. Keep your narrative clear and concise. Avoid unnecessary details. Ignoring data. Even the best story needs to be backed by audience insights and performance metrics. Being authentic. Avoid exaggerated or false claims as they erode trust. So, my key takeaway here would be stay authentic, focused, and data driven to craft impactful stories. To sum it up, storytelling in marketing is more about just selling a product, it's about creating a connection. By sharing relatable, authentic, and emotionally engaging narratives, you can transform your brand into something your audience truly care about. Thanks for joining me today on Behind Marketing Lines. If you found value in this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your network. Until next time, keep crafting stories that stick.